Hey, I'm Phil from MROSupply. Today we're going to go over the lacing machine, and I'm going to be jumping in and out with some very helpful commentary. First, however, a quick safety rundown.
Safety and proper use of personal protective equipment, PPE.
And we couldn't afford Morgan Freeman to narrate this video.
Practice good safety and proper use of the personal protective equipment, PPE, shown below.
Each time they say PPE, they get a residual from the Society of Acronyms.
Also, good use of all measuring and cutting tools.
They ran out of money to put a space between all and measuring.
Keep everyone safe by implementing these precautions. 1. Always use protective gloves. 2. Always use safety glasses. 3. Always use earplugs. 4. Always use steel-toed boots.
Steel-toed boots is my favorite alternative band.
5. Be careful when using the cutting blade. Always put the cutting blade away when not in use.
Cutting blade was Blade's annoying nephew, played by Chris Tucker.
Note: do not rest your hand on the Unibar machine when applying any type of pressure.
Do not touch, grope, mock, taunt, or stare at the Unibar machine, because that's what it wants.
Squaring a belt properly. First thing to do before lacing a belt is to square the belt by cutting the width edges of the belt.
I think the first thing I would do is get a belt, but that's just me.
The belt has to be squared to allow both ends of the lace to merge together easily. If the belt is not squared, both ends of the lace will not merge and the belt will not be able to be secured.
Jeez, this belt is kind of a drama queen.
Number 1, wear cutting gloves. Number 2, make sure the square is flush with the long edge of the belt and the perpendicular side where the cut needs to be. 3, clamp the belt down with a weight. 4, cut the material using a cutting blade and a square. 5, do this for both sides. Number 6, retrieve Unibar lacing. Measure out the lacing for the belt and match it with the size of the lacing.
The key word is lacing.
7, after retrieving the Unibar lacing, measure out the width of the belt and make sure the lacing is the same size as the material. Lacing can be 1/4 of an inch smaller than the belt. This allows the customer to trim the edges of the belt and have an easier installation. Belt is ready to be laced.
I'm ready for a drink.
Operating Unibar lacing machine. The Unibar lacing machine is a hydraulic machine that compresses the Unibar lacing to fit a conveyor belt.
It's also got legs that go on till Sunday.
Without the Unibar lacing, the material will not run properly on a conveyor belt machine. The Unibar lacing is what holds two ends of the belt together. Next, it will be shown how to attach the Unibar lacing onto the conveyor belt with the correct amount of tension on both ends of the conveyor belt to hold the belt in place on the conveyor machine.
MROSupply, not dusting our machines since 1974.
How to operate Unibar lacing machine. Number 1. Unwind the Unibar tension by turning the tension crank counterclockwise. When adding tension, turn clockwise.
I know a good masseuse who could do that real cheap.
Number 2. Once the tension is loose, remove or add the Unibar template. There is a groove the template has to go into.
How the Unibar lacing machine got its groove back.
3. Insert Unibar template into the groove.
You put your template in, you put your template out, you put your template in, and you shake it all about.
To ensure that the template was inserted correctly into the grooves, make sure it is straight and fix it. It should not move side to side. Note: it is very important that the template is inserted into the grooves and secured. If the template is not secured properly, when applying pressure, the template can be damaged.
Emotionally and spiritually.
4. Secure Unibar by turning the handle clockwise, adding tension to the machine.
These machines have enough tension, for God's sake. What do you want from them?
Do not over-tension. It is preferable to keep the lace loose and apply tension little by little as needed.
More tension, not too much tension. Make up your damn minds.
Number 5. Pull out the Unibar pin.
Throw Unibar grenade.
6. Insert the Unibar lacing into the middle of the template. 7. Push the pin into the template, locking the lacing in place. 8. Before lacing the Unibar lacing to the belt, there needs to be proper tension added to the machine. Turn the tension crank clockwise to tighten and counterclockwise to loosen until the proper tension is found. If the lacing is too tight on the belt, the customer won't be able to properly put the pin through to hold the material.
Then Goldilocks found the lacing on the third belt was just right.
Number 9. Hold the belt in place. A. Put the belt in the center of the machine. B. Hold the belt from the top. C. Do not place fingers near the pressure of the machine. Add tension to squeeze the lacing onto the material. Number 10. Use the foot pedal to clamp the lacing onto the belt.
And drive that sucker to Mexico.
Maintain pressure on the foot pedal until you hear the clicking sound. Then remove the foot from the pedal. Allow the machine to finish the operation without outside help or interference.
Come on, machine, you can do it! You can do it!
Number 11. Check the lace to make sure that it was done with proper tension. A. Reduce tension by turning the handle 360 degrees left.
Reduce tension further by rubbing your feet over a golf ball.
B. Pull out the Unibar pin. C. Remove the belt from the Unibar machine. D. Check the lacing. Lacing must have a U-form.
Sign U-form in triplicate, then send to the DMV.
And the inner side of the lace should be flat to the belt. If the belt is too loose, it will have a V shape, and the inner side of the lace will not be flat to the belt.
Also, your pants will fall down.
To tighten the lace, reinsert the lace and belt and follow steps 7 to 11.
Wait, I gotta watch part of this video again?
Make sure not to over-tighten the lace and maintain a U shape. If the lace is over-tensioned, the pin that holds both laces will not go through.
And an angel will not get its wings.
Note, the template can get stuck in the Unibar machine if too much pressure is applied. To disengage the template, gently hammer up, down to top movements toward the edge of the template on both sides.
Can you go back? I fell asleep after step 1.
12. When finished lacing both ends of the belt, it is very important to do a quality check by merging both laced ends of the belt and inserting a pin through both of them. The pin should slide through with no excessive pressure and stay in place.
If it doesn't, life on this planet will end, and it'll all be your fault.
Belt has been laced.
For a transcript of this video, write down everything you saw and you will have a transcript.